Hi, guys. Welcome back to the show. I have my friend Candy joining me today, and we are going to talk about the very real dangers of strangers, online predators, however you want to call it. And recently, my friend Candy, and even on my Facebook group and the page, I've experienced this myself with these people who pretend to be somebody else. For me, it's been typically military people. They typically
Yeah,
pretend to be U.S. military, and they're
yeah.
clearly not because they can't speak proper English, and that's the first thing I test them on. But they're these fake account people that are doing who knows what for God knows what, but they're trying to get to women online. And Candy, I'm going to let you tell some of your recent, rather scary experiences.
Okay. Well, uh, they always want you to go to certain chats or certain room chats and stuff, and that always, I understand and I catch on. I had one guy. He was claiming to be a physician, worked for uh, very high up things in governments, I guess, worldwide. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, he
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's one. And then the other one, this one was telling me he sent pictures and everything, but they kept wanting me to send all these pictures of me. And then another one got a hold of me and he was standing next to a big, huge white truck. And that was all military stuff. Then another one, it's like what you said.
Explain that.
Uh, but but this
It,
one showed
it
me
was
showed me
one of those four-letter word trucks.
yeah, yeah, solid white, so people will know what it is. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, this last one, he as soon as he started telling me I love you, I was like, I know what time of day it is,
Right.
and I'm not buying it.
Uh-huh.
So I understood, what where he was coming from or going to, but he wanted these pictures and he's exchanged them with me and he showed me all these jewels and money and blah blah blah. And I said, look, I work for a living. Uh, I got my own money and I don't need yours. And oh, but I want to spoil you and all this. I've actually had to delete one Facebook. I made another one, and it was like somehow they found me or something. I don't know, but I think it's the same person, but with many, many profiles because there's too much of the
Right.
same language and stuff. And they always send it as
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's in your age group or a little bit younger. They tell you age don't matter and all this stuff. And I said, well, you want a sugar mommy, you know, and because I'm kind of laughing about it. But then there's things they say, and I'm like, uh huh, I gotcha.
Right.
And, and I have to block everything. And I've had to set up new accounts
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Right. So it's like really serious that people have to be careful who they're talking to and making new friends
Yeah,
with on social media
yeah,
platforms because
yeah,
these people are out there for various different nefarious reasons. Even my brother recently ran into some of these issues on different platforms. I won't name their name, trying to sell some items on a popular platform and the people that were contacting him all had the exact same profile picture, but they had five different aliases, five different names, and they wanted his address and all kinds of stuff, and then they were
what?
going to send him the money electronically, but they wanted his address to come and pick the merchandise up that he had for sale, and like clearly these people are out there doing nefarious things,
Yeah,
and
hmm,
Candy and I both believe that when they are targeting the women and stuff, that this is a ploy to perhaps kidnap you or abduct you. And we know of a lot of that kind of stuff going on from certain movies that have just came out. So we really need to take that seriously and keep that in
Yeah.
mind when we're meeting online and engaging with them and telling them things we know, and whether they're male or female and you're male or female, because it could very well be someone that's of the same sex as you that's up to no good as well. So be careful of all strangers that you make friends with on these social media platforms and how much information you allow them to know. This one particular person that tried to reach out to me through my um, group on Facebook, he sent me messages in the messenger thing. And I like to kind of test these people a little bit because I already know that they're fake ass people anyway. But I like to test them and see what they'll do. And so I told this guy, he pretended to be a US soldier. I said, all right, send me your credentials, soldier. This stupid person sent me a photograph of a social security card and all kinds of things that was this supposed American name. But his picture on there, he was clearly a foreigner, you know. And nobody would ever send you a picture of their social security card ever. Anybody knows not to do that,
No.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I immediately and passed him right on to my friend at the DOD.
Well, I don't blame you. Uh, okay, what you were saying happened to your brother. That happened to my friend that just passed away about a week ago. And what happened to
Mhm.
him is he had antiques that he put online on sale on like different sites that you can go on that are very, very popular. Some start with the E, some start with the
Yes.
A, some start with different letters. Anyway, I'm just putting it out there like that. But he actually was selling his merchandise. This one company out of a state not far away from where we're at starts with the C, ends with the O. 6 letter word. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, these people sent him a certified cashier's check. And let's say he was wanting 2,500, but they sent him 3,500. So he took it to his bank and he deposited it. It cleared. He withdrew his cash. These people come after that stuff. Then they told him they wanted $800 of that money back. Yeah, they come after him.
Oh my God.
They went to his place where he was living and knocked on his door and everything. And they followed him. And he had a girlfriend and children. And they were with him and they were being followed. They followed him through the hotel they lived in and everything, and then was knocking on doors. And they went to the neighbors that lived behind them, and they went there first by mistake. And the people are Hispanic, so they just was like, no, that person don't live here. You got the wrong house, and just kind of, I guess, spoke to them in Spanish. But anyway, then they called my friend who passed away a week ago. They called him and had told him, hey, these people are looking for you. They asked for you. And he's like, I wonder what that's all about. But they came with a big truck and they picked up that merchandise. But they got followed for a long time. And I said, well, what'd you do about it? He said, I gave them the money because they claimed to be the M and the A word. Starts with the M, ends with the A. Yeah, he said, I paid him. He was scared to death. So people need to watch that when you
Right.
go selling stuff online too, especially
Yeah,
antiques.
absolutely. Yeah, because
These
it
weren't
used to
antiques that could
be,
be mailed.
yeah, but
These
it
were like
used to
stripper
be
robes.
like those, right. But it used to be like the phone calls, right? With when we also had landlines. you would get all these calls from these people, and sometimes it would be these scammers that would manipulate you and harass you and blackmail you, and
Yeah.
all kinds of bad things would happen.
I'll tell
They
you, you
used to
hit the
do like
lottery.
Dateline shows about it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Hmm.
yeah. And now they've gotten more creative with it, and they take it even further. So, yeah, I mean, people really need to be aware of the dangers of meeting new people online. It can get quite intimidating and scary and potentially dangerous, for you
Definitely.
and your family. So, yeah,
Yeah. It's not good.
yeah,
It's not good at all.
I
And,
agree.
um, people just don't understand what's in the world. They really don't. And if people do not wake up, I know a lot of people are awake now, but there are so many that are not, but they will soon. They will
Yeah,
soon, you know.
yeah. And I
Uh,
know where you're going with that because
yeah,
we really are in a spiritual war.
yeah, we are, and people don't realize it. Um,
Mhm.
I know many things, and I know that when you're out in nature and you're taking pictures and you see something, you need to delete it, because if you don't, you carry that spirit with you. And I say that because I know firsthand. And not only do I know
Mhm.
firsthand, not only do I know firsthand, but I'm talking about the nature pictures. I'm not necessarily talking about, I wasn't told about if you take a picture of somebody or just, and there's people walking by and you see like a double vision or spirit or something like that. This is more when you take the nature pictures and you catch the darkness or the evilness in it. You have to delete it away because it
Yeah,
will
because
linger.
it's like it's a modern 21st century way of attachment or possession.
Right. See, it used to not be so rampant, but because of the internet and because of technology, see, we are actually
Yeah.
100 years behind as humans. We should have evolved way more than what we are now, because all the technology, the different things that's coming out, people are like, oh, this is just coming out, blah, blah, blah. No, all the governments of the world have had this for over hundreds of years. It's just that by them keeping
Yeah,
you dumbed down and uneducated, you are in a slumber. You're in a sleep.
that's right.
We aren't, because we are
That's right.
awake and we're aware. But people that are not awake and they're going,
Mhm.
y'all are crazy. You're talking crazy. How do you know these things? Look, I'm going to tell everybody out
Yep.
there, I do not claim to be a psychic, but I'm very, very much like one. Um, and not only that, I am like a psychic, but I am very highly in tune with vibration, tuning, hearing, feeling, seeing, knowing. I'm a very intuitive empath. And even though, say, I go to the grocery store, what has happened with me is you're born with it, okay? But they have always tried to keep people asleep about it. That I always knew since I've been little, but I was always suppressed,
Right.
where I was told, don't talk about it. Don't tell nobody because they'll come and get you. And I'd be like, but who? But
Right.
it comes from my father's side of the family. And the thing is, there's 8 children in my family, 6 living, but only 2 of us are like this. And the other one, she probably won't never use it now. She's knowing and stuff. She just don't talk about it.
May
She
I
tells you she has. Yeah, go ahead.
even though only 2 of you are aware that you have it,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
likely only one of you is going to use it, like you were saying, everybody has it. We just have different levels of knowing we have it, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some people, I mean,
Uh-huh.
we're all brainwashed from the very time we're born to the
Yeah.
repetitive, be this way, think this way, do this way, act this way, don't believe that, don't look at this, don't question that. We're programmed, right? So,
Yeah.
but some of us are easier to program than others, just like some people are easier to hypnotize than others. So I just want to
Well,
make that point because I think a lot
yeah.
of times people really think that that psychic intuitive thing is something that runs in a bloodline. Only certain people can obtain it, but we're all children and we all have the ability to learn this. I mean, the government proved that through their secret black budget projects
Yeah.
where they taught people to remote view rather than use psychic vision. It's the same damn thing. Same damn
Right.
thing.
And somebody asked me, oh, yeah, that was another thing. Those fellas that get a hold of you online and start telling you they love you and, they're going to give you the world and stuff. Okay. Well, anyway, it's all
Yeah.
nice and well and good. It's a nice thought, but that's what it is as a thought. They've got another dark agenda behind it. And like you said, Tess, I like to ask questions and get deep with them. And when I do, somebody else, like, okay, one guy, I think he was very, very sincere in what he was saying, but he was talking to me from 8 at night to midnight. And it's not that we were in a hot, heated discussion, but he was like really like into talking to me. But I said, aren't you talking to other people on here? And he said, just a few, but nothing major. It's not deep like we're talking. And then I seen my friend, she was talking to him, or, he tried to talk to her or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, do not talk to him. That's the guy that's been trying to talk to me. And, you know, and so me and her knew it and we could go back and forth, but I had to block him because he got all weird on me. He did. And I knew, right? All he had to say,
Right.
all he had to tell me was 3 words. And after those 3 words that he said, and it wasn't I love you or nothing, it was NDE. Okay. It was that. And when he said those 3 words, I knew it's like everything just came rushing to me about this person. And, I know they're not like that maybe no more, but something was not right. There was something not right. So I had to block them because they just got weirded
Right.
out. It
I think
weirded me out.
advice for anybody listening to this that might want to entertain the thought of talking to a stranger, because that is a thing to do these days. All the dating apps and different things. I mean, clearly those people are strangers. But if you're going to
Yeah.
exchange phone numbers, make sure you're exchanging your actual phone number. That would be my first thing of advice. That way you can like look up the phone number or find out some type of information on them. You can always do a Google search on them and see what kind of things you can know about them. Even
Yeah.
pay a couple of
Yeah.
bucks and do a background check online. All of that stuff is very real and very at your benefit and your
And there's
service,
free sites
if you
too.
should choose to use it. So
Yeah, there's free
yes,
sites out
and there's
there.
free sites for looking this kind of stuff. Yeah, don't do WhatsApp, don't do those crazy things, whatever it's called, Snapchats or
Mhm.
whatever that. I don't have any of that, so I don't really
Google
know
chat.
what they
No,
are,
I
but
don't either. I don't either.
Right.
I don't have none of that either.
Right. Yeah.
And I've had to
But
block.
don't
See,
trust that kind of stuff. If
how,
they
okay,
can't give
here's
you a
how they got,
legitimate cell phone number, don't waste your time.
and here's what gets me. I think they send hundreds, if not thousands of those out, and they see who's going to click on it, like clickbait, what they call
Sure.
clickbait.
Sure.
You know,
Yes, exactly. Or like phishing. This is what phishing would be.
yeah, fishing. And they're going to go.
I mean,
And I'm going
I
to
know
say
my
this.
brother,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. My brother was talking to several different females online that were catfish. They were trying to bait him. And some of them
Yeah.
were really dedicated to it. They talked to him for 6 months or better before they started hitting him up for money. Because that's the way
Oh,
that bait and swap goes. The women are talking to the guys and sending them pictures of them and stuff to eventually get money from them.
well, that happened to my
And
friend
my
in North
brother was,
Carolina.
you know, he was
She
stupid
didn't
enough
send
and fell
money, but
for it a few times.
yeah. Well, my friend in North Carolina called me and was telling me all about this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh my gosh, girl, give me the
Yeah.
name because I'm looking it up right now because I just got this thing and it told me to tell you do not send money. They're going to ask you for money. She
Mm.
goes, it's funny you say that because we've been talking for a while and he lives in California. I said, OMG, red flag, red flag. You know, I've had them tell
Yeah.
me they're in Tennessee,
You can't trust
they're
that shit.
from Indiana, they're from Kentucky. I'm like, really? I know about Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana. I got a family all over the state. I said, so hook me up.
I got another one to bring up too about online social platforms online where they'll try to take advantage of you. I have a freaking Wheel of Fortune app game that I play because I'm really good at Wheel of Fortune and I really love that game. But there's
I
a
know I like
stupid
it
chat
too.
in that game. All of these freaking men are constantly trying to talk to me. There's no way to turn off that chat. All you can do is just block them individually. Block, 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 block. Because I am
Yeah,
not on the
yeah,
damn game to chat with people and meet strangers that don't even live in the same state as me, or maybe not even the same country. I'm not on there to hook up. I'm on there to play Wheel of Fortune and win. I'm at like level 383 now or some shit like that. I'm way up there.
yeah. I really don't get on there to play games, but I have this one game I was way high like that, and I was like, screw it, I deleted it. Everybody's like, God, you were so hot. And I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
was bored. I was bored. Just messing
Yeah.
around.
I would rather play Wheel of Fortune than to be scrolling through Facebook because Facebook just sucks you in.
Well, see, I didn't even have
I can play
Facebook.
two or three Fortune games and I'm good.
The only reason I set Facebook up was because that's how I keep connected to my family. Everybody's so busy and they all have Facebook. But really, we all got it because my mom was on there. But my mom passed away last year. So, and then half of my family that's on there don't even get on there no more because everybody's busy doing their own thing, you know? And then I thought, well, I'm
Yeah.
going to get
Yeah.
because I'm on your site too, and we're like best friends, and I wanted to be on your site and do all that stuff, but I'm going to have to make me a new page, and I'm just going to have to really be strict about it.
Yes, you are. And on my website, let's just bring this up and plug this for a minute, Candy. Because on my website, we have a forum, totally censorship free, right? And you have to prove that you're a real person, not a robot, to get through there.
Yeah.
Because we had some issues with some spam bots and stuff like that. So I set a few traps and did a few extra security measures. But there's all kinds of stuff there to talk about and great people to meet and become friends with. I mean, this is
Hmm.
truly like our soul tribe kind of people. They are truthers.
Right.
They're, they're serious about doing what's right for our country and for the world. And
Yeah. Yeah. They're awake. They're
and the kids
spiritually
and
evolved.
everything. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. So
Spiritually
I encourage
evolved.
anybody that's listening to our podcast shows, come to the forum, join the forum. It's totally free, and it's a
I'm
great
gonna
place
lay
to
this
hang out and
down.
talk about things. And it's set up just like any other forum would be, with private chat, and you can comment, the other people can comment, you can share videos, imagery, whatever. And like I
And
said,
which one
totally censorship free.
is that
This
on
is
your
my
Facebook?
website. No, no, no. My website,
Oh,
earthsonglovecraft.com.
okay. I'm on that then. I must be on that.
Yeah,
Am I on
you
there?
are. You are. I
Well,
love
I'm
you,
on all your
Candy.
shit, and I'm like, God, I've had a lot going on. I'm sorry. My brain clicks off every now and then. It shuts down like, okay, you got too much
I
information. Shut
know.
it down.
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
sorry, I
I
gotta
know how you
ask,
are, and I
but
love you.
you gotta love
It's
me,
all good.
daggone
It's
it.
all good. I do love you. I do.
Sorry, that light just went out on me. But
That light went out.
yeah,
Did your
yeah,
energy
my
get
light
big?
went. It must have because it went dark. So I'm in here where the other lights
Yeah.
at. I'm like, dang, it just went dark.
Hey, here's a funny thing to share. Speaking of your light bulb, you would be amazed at how many people have contacted me simply because while they're watching one of my videos, my energy would be so big and powerful that either a light would go out and sometimes even the light bulb would shatter. And they were like, I knew that was a sign. I knew that was,
It
God
would
telling me,
shatter
or
at their
spirit telling
place.
me, or however they look at it, that yeah, at their place while they're listening to my video, a light bulb would blow out, or it would like literally even shatter sometimes, because my energy gets so
Well,
big with some of my shows that I do.
well, you gotta
I
stop
get really
complaining.
powerful with my energy, and
You gotta
when
stop
I'm
complaining
passionate
with you
about
and me.
what hmm yeah, that
I'm
happens a
sorry
lot
about
with us
that.
together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look, I stayed the weekend with Kelly. We were sitting out in her Zen garden, and I'm telling you, my whole area, you could feel it. It was vibrating, wasn't it, Kelly? I mean, my feet, my
Yeah,
hands were like, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. When we get
yeah,
together,
and that
yeah, there's a lot.
happens to
Ooh,
Julie.
huh?
That happens to Julie when she's here. When Julie's here sitting in my Zen area with
Yeah.
me, that happens to her too. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. I just feel all weird and tingly.
Yeah, I don't feel weird and tingly. I mean, I can feel the weirdness and the tingly, but
She-
I feel like our energy together gets stronger.
yeah. Yeah,
Something.
yeah. I mean, that's what it is with me and Julie too, but she's just not used to it. She's not used to experiencing that. So to her, it feels foreign. It feels weird, and so that's how she
Yeah.
describes it. It's
Hmm.
weird and tingly.
Yeah.
With a smile on her face.
I tell you what, if there's anybody out there watching this and you know somebody that can uh, help with somebody that feels like that they have they've been chipped, or like if they've been taken and stuff like that, they might have like something in them. Uh, I know that real heavy magnets can deactivate certain things, but then they go back and take the person again, and it's like they reactivate it. So when that person wakes up the next day, they got a little bruise or a little markings, like puncture wounds, but they're healing. They heal. Okay, let me put it like this. If it was just an everyday thing and you just fell over and your hand went down on these prongs and you had them prong marks in the palm of your hand, you'd go to the hospital and get it treated. These are like that, but you don't have to do that because they heal really fast. And I know somebody that this has happened to, and they took a big magnet, a heavy magnet, and went over their whole body with it, and felt so good, and they didn't feel the humming or the vibration above them when they come or whatever's going on at that moment. And it's usually between 1 a.m. and 4. There has been daylight visuals and stuff like that with them, but then when they
Right.
woke
And I
up,
just connected.
they had, huh? What?
I said, I just connected the dots. I just connected the dots and realized how we shifted to that conversation because we were talking about feeling vibrations and tingling and stuff. And that has a lot to do with alien abduction as well.
Yeah, I
So you
know.
just,
And yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know who that person is that gets taken and feels like they've been tagged. Yeah, well, that person has a big fat magnet to deactivate that shit. But if y'all know anybody out there, if you know somebody that can help uh, locate exactly where it is. Okay, let me put it this way.
yeah,
They
what
took
are you getting?
they took a metal detector and went over their whole body, and that sucker went off more than once. And there's three areas in their body where it goes off,
Okay.
hot and heavy.
See, now that's interesting to me. So let me ask you about this because I actually know a person who could put magnets on their forehead or their cheeks and the magnets would stick to them, but they've never had any kind of surgery done to where they have metal in their face anywhere. So what is that?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Is
somebody that's
is
like
that an
that has got
implant,
a
you think?
marking. Yeah, implant. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. No questions asked. No questions asked. And the person I'm talking about, okay, this magnet's so heavy it won't. Now it's a heavy one because they went deep. It's not like the magnet is sticking to
What's that
them.
mean?
What?
What's that mean? That it went deep. Explain that to me.
Okay, what I mean by that is, um, you know how like you can see a crystal, how you got to have crystals, but say one breaks and a little shard, or if you break a glass and a shard, like a little shard, kind of diamond shaped almost,
Yeah.
or little bitty tiny like
Yeah.
this. And what they do is
Mm-hmm.
they put a thing around that. It's almost like a mercury and stuff like that. Okay. That can also cause inflammation in the body because mercury, they use it a lot. And it also is considered tracking device too for them because of their technology and stuff. I know that's been tested. There's been mercury. There's another chemical or compound, and it's not from this world. It is not from this world because what they have found, it does not exist on this planet. That they can take shards of crystals
Mm,
and they put them pretty far down into your body. What they do, there's certain ones that grow to
okay,
your
got
tissue.
you.
That's what I mean by going deep, like behind a bone and stuff like that. They can do things and heal you so fast.
Yeah,
Okay. Like I
I
wished I
can.
had their technology because I would heal myself. I would heal my knee
I
and I would heal my back.
gotta tell you something.
What?
I had the coolest conversation today with one of my brothers that I would have never thought in a million years to have conversation with.
Yeah.
He was telling me how how aliens are real and that they really are coming here through these portals that we call magnetic anomalies on the planet and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yes, yes.
Which brother? Which brother? The oldest or the other
Um,
oldest? You're the baby, so
the
everybody's
other,
older than you. The K or the
yeah,
J? The K.
the I don't want to call nobody out.
Yeah, or just
But
use an
yeah, I
initial,
mean, you,
a letter. Was it the K or the J or the N? Because I know the other one does.
yeah, the other one does.
The
What is
R, I
it?
believe. Oh my God. He told you all that? That is amazing. What made him do that?
I know. Um, we were talking. Well, I told him about my
Did he tell
recently
you?
deceased aunt that came to visit my mom in the nursing home. And remember me
I
telling you
know
about
I met
that?
her. Yeah, but I met the both aunts that died were at the nursing home, and that's where I met them the first time.
Yeah, but she came after she passed away, like 3 weeks after she passed away. She came to the nursing home and visited my mama. And my mama
Oh, I
said
didn't know about
when she
that.
came back from dinner, yeah, my mama said when she came back from dinner, they put her in her bed, and my aunt was laying there in the bed waiting for her. And they held each other, you know, held each other and shared the bed for the longest time. And then she said my aunt got up and went away and told her everything's going to be okay. And she died and went to heaven. And I was telling my brother about it. And he said that there's a whole lot we don't realize. See, they don't watch my videos, they don't go to my website, they don't know what I'm teaching people, right? So he
Right.
has no clue. And again, I love this contrast that's happening with so many people lately where they know exactly what I know, but they don't know that I know it. I love that.
Well, you know, my other two, you know, I come from a big family too, and my other two sisters, they know and they know the truth because they got kids that are like me
Yeah.
and you. And get
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
but also my brother, he knows too. They all think I'm nuts. And the one
Yeah.
that does
Well,
believe and is awake, she told me she didn't want to talk about nothing. She don't have time for it. I said, well, that's on you
yeah.
then.
I mean, and that's okay. Yeah,
I
that's
don't try to
okay
push nothing.
because it's all about, yeah, I mean, it's all about acceptance at the end of the day. We want to be accepted, and so we need to accept them for who they are too, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
right.
exactly what I did with all of my siblings.
Yeah.
And so I never pushed anything that I know on any of them, right? Is my point.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's telling I told him that story today about mom. He said to me, well, you know, Kelly, there's a lot about this world that we don't know and beyond this world. And he said, I firmly believe that spirits can come and go and visit us, you know, from wherever they go to when we die. And he said, and I think that people go missing because of being in these magnetic anomalies, what we call magnetic anomalies on the planet. And I'm like, yes, exactly. And I started telling him what I know. And we had this really cool, deep, intelligent, scientific, philosophical conversation that actually even went to like Skinwalker Ranch and the 57 species, alien species that the NSA has a list of that I know about. Like we talked about all this stuff that has never happened before. Never happened before. And I was actually
Well,
contemplating this evening, sitting on the porch, that even though we are in a spiritual war, I can really see and feel now where the energy is shifting just since like solstice, when we got the really
yeah.
cool
Well, you
sacred
know, last night
geometry
was a
shapes
full
on
moon.
the Schumann resonance. There's been this
Last night,
beautiful shift.
yeah. Sure. I do
Yeah,
agree.
and
I do
that full
agree.
moon, super
We had a
moon, that
okay, that
full
was
moon,
last
super
night.
moon's
At
cool.
it was at 1:45 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then August the 31st
Okay.
is the blue because they say once in a blue moon.
Second
But
one. Second one. Yeah. It's
yeah,
the
no,
Sturgeon
no,
full moon, Sturgis full
last
moon.
night sturgeon full moon, and that was it was at 1:45 this
No,
morning.
no, no.
So
Last night's was called the
look it up.
Lynx.
No, I thought so
Last
too,
night's
but I
was the
looked it up.
Lynx.
Well,
No,
I
I
have to
just did
look
a
it up.
video on this.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm still going to look it up because when I
Look it
looked
up.
it
Go
up
look it up
about,
right now.
well, no, listen, when I looked it up, it said the sturgeon moon was at the August the 1st because it
At
would
the
be
end. It's
1:45 in
at
the
the end.
morning.
Look,
Right. At the end of
no.
July. That on August 31st was going to be like
No, no,
the
no,
the
no,
blue
no.
moon.
No. No. But
Look it
okay,
up.
we do have a blue moon. You're correct there. And we do have two full super moons this month of August. But the
No, sturgeon.
Sturgeon moon, yeah, Sturgeon moon
Was it not last night?
is no, that was the Lynx.
Okay, well then Google, you're wrong. Because I looked it up
No,
because I
Google's
have my
not
great.
wrong.
Yeah,
I just
they
did a
told me it was
video on it.
sturgeon. Okay, well, hmm, I, I'll watch it. Oh, that's another thing I want to bring up. I have went to watch some of your videos, and they have froze up on me, and I had to back out of them, and it would not. It would let me watch a
Well,
video, and then I could not make comments. When you're on there and stuff, I wasn't able to make comments. It's like my shit froze up.
yeah. Well, I think that has a lot to do with the solar activity that's been happening lately too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because my
Well,
internet's
yeah.
been bad, my phone, my mobile data's been bad, everything's been horrible. Horrible.
Hmm. Yeah,
For a
mine too.
couple of weeks. Yeah, I think that's like solar activity
Yeah, it
messing shit
has to
up.
be. Well, they say they feel like that's what caused the earthquake in Turkey. It's because a section of the moon got a hole in it or whatever. I'd have to do a little more research, but I try to watch the real BP Earthwatch. And a shout out to him and Mr.
Yeah,
B
yeah, I
three,
like him.
and I watch Ryan Hall, y'all. I
Right,
watch
I
Ryan
do too. I watch
Hall.
all of this.
I do too. I watch all them. Oh, and there's another one. I don't want to forget him. Wages World. He's real good too.
Yes,
Wages World. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, he's real good.
I like
Oh, and
him too.
I do watch Marfugal News or Marfugal TV and stuff. I watch them. Uh, I've been pretty much watching all these people since they came out, like started doing videos. And it's just because I was doing research and they just popped up, and I was like, huh. And now there's people out there that underneath, when you go to them, it might say Shalom or, Avatar or something like that under it. That's because whoever's
Yeah.
created that account, that person is still in your videos trying to get residual off of it or whatever. That's been going on too.
Yeah, I don't know how that works exactly, but there's
You
even
have to
videos
download it.
on YouTube. There are videos on YouTube that tell you how to do that kind of thing. Like I've seen them in my news feed before, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
How is that
Yeah. When you go to,
fair to steal somebody else's work and you make money off of it? And a lot, I mean, like me, I don't even make money off of mine. I'm just doing them to teach people, because you got to
yeah.
meet a
Yeah.
certain criteria.
Yes,
before
you
you
do. Yeah.
monetize. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like a little small fish in a big old pond.
Yes, you are. We all are.
That's okay. I'm still swimming like Nemo.
Yeah,
I'm just still
that's right.
swimming.
I love Nemo in the ocean.
Me too.
Cute little
Me
fish.
too.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, things are picking up.
So
Things are picking up. They have been for
yes,
a long
I
time.
love it when we're on the same. I love it when we're on the same wavelength because I was just getting ready to segue back into our spiritual war stuff
Yeah, yeah. And I'll
because
tell y'all
it's
what,
real.
mm,
It's real. Ain't it?
I'm on vacation from spiritual warfare right now. I have my halo and everything around me. I have my good aura because I done been through some spiritual warfare and I needed
You do that.
vacation. Huh?
You can take a vacation. How do I sign up?
Yeah, yeah. I'm on a vacation, hot and heavy. Let me tell
Take
you.
me. Take me. I
Yeah,
never get a go.
you just got to use some frankincense and myrrh. You got to use frankincense and myrrh.
Listen, look,
You got to put it in the
look,
crown of
look,
your
look.
head, on the base of your, on the back of your neck,
You
between your
can see that.
legs,
It's too. Oh, which way do I go? This way. Look,
right there.
I have
Oh my God,
arthritis cream
where'd you get
that's
that?
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah. Oh
Amazon.
my God.
It
Oh,
works
it's frankincense.
great. It works. It works so good. It's so
Well, I
good.
bought the
It's
oil.
so
Well,
good.
I have. What's the name brand again? What's the name on it?
Uh, I don't know.
Let me see. That is made by who? What's the name at top?
I don't
At the
know. I
very
can't
top.
tell.
Okay. Oh, it
Frankincense
just
and
says,
myrrh.
but it don't say
Maybe
on the
that's the
back.
name of the brand.
Is it made? It's not made by like Bath and Body or Old Navy or
It's got
anybody
a
like that.
trademark next. Look, it's got a trademark next to the frankincense and myrrh. I think
I
that's
can't
the
see it. It's too
name of the
small.
company too. Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look on the. No, that'll be on the very back on the
Nine.
bottom. Huh?
It has 9 essential oils. Nine essential oils.
Hmm. Yeah. See, I've got a mixture. I did citronella, witch hazel, and lavender, and that helps my muscles.
This has.
You can make a spray too instead of a cream, but I like both. But yeah, you use that to use frankincense and myrrh. That'll help you a lot, and it will. If you
Listen,
put some lavender.
I I have,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell everybody else. I have rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia, and
Uh huh.
so
Me
my shit
too.
hurts all the time. So like
Yeah, me too.
24/7 hurt, you know, and it's I typically will just like block it out, but there are certain areas of my body. The older I get, the more they hurt, and
Yeah.
I've tried everything on the market. Freeze, Aspercream,
Yeah. Yeah.
BP rub, the patches. I've done all kinds of
Yeah.
things. None of that shit works for me. None of it. I
Yeah.
bought this stuff, and look, I'm gonna plug them. I'm gonna plug them because I love them. They ain't paying me to do this shit, but I'm gonna plug them because a little dab would do you. I can put this shit on my sciatica, and within
When
minutes,
did you
I'm
get
feeling
that?
better and I smell beautiful. I smell beautiful. It smells
When
so
did you?
good.
Well, when I come and stay the weekend, I'm using it. You go and just let me use a
Okay.
little bit.
I got it like a couple weeks ago. I just got it a couple of weeks ago. But
You
yeah,
got to heal this older sister now.
well, listen,
we haven't
that
we
lady
haven't
that I
done.
did,
Do what
That
now?
lady that I did an interview with, the lady I did an interview with yesterday, Angie, the sound healer, she gave me some great tips for how to use the Tibetan singing bowls and place them on your body to help when we do your healing, when we do your energy work for your healing. She told me to put
Yeah.
those bowls on top of you while we do that.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah.
really doing that next time you come over. Do the tuning forks
Okay.
and we'll do the bowls. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds
And then
groovy.
we'll throw some frankincense and myrrh in it.
That sounds groovy, man. I'm just an old hippie country girl. Heal me, sister. Heal me.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
we're
another
gonna
thing
do.
that's another thing people don't realize about me and you. Not only can we heal others, but we can only heal ourselves from within. So there's other elements and things that you cannot heal on yourself. So when I go stay at
Yeah,
Kelly's,
it's
we haven't the past couple times, but we got to really buckle down because I really need some healing because I do suffer.
yeah,
And I really
yeah,
don't want to have surgery. I'm trying to do it all without surgery and medicine. So I mean, I don't, I'm not
right.
taking anything, and I got away from like pharmaceutical companies and I still go to doctors and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But I tell them I'm not here for the medicine. I'm here for the healing. I'm here for the source
right.
of what's going on,
I need
and
a
then that way
cure.
I'm there for
Nothing
confirmation. Look, if people out there will realize when you go to the hospital or doctor, you tell them what your
What
symptoms
did my
are.
hair just do?
Oh, uh, um, pardon me.
I'm gonna fix my stuff.
I keep getting a scratchy throat.
Get your
Sorry
drink.
about that, but
Wow.
gotta do
I
it.
am like a hot mess. I don't even know what happened.
Honey,
Okay,
I've been on the
go ahead.
go all day
Continue.
long. It's 1:26 in the morning here where Kelly and I are. Of course, Kelly's
Is
about
it really?
40.
It is.
Yeah, but that's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'm back and forth. Sometimes I'm in bed at 9 o'clock at night, and which is rare. But I got up pretty early this morning. I just been staying up, but uh, just like last night, I crashed. But being in the
Yeah.
hospital, even if it's just overnight, it whoops your ass. And
Yes.
I when I got home, it's like I could lay down, but I couldn't sleep. And see, I do that a lot. I'll go sit in my
I
room
know.
and I'll go lay
God
down
love
and
you.
I can't, and I'm like wide awake for hours. And I might sleep 2 or 3 hours, but then I'm right back awake. And I know it's
Yeah.
because of everything I feel. I mean, I'm on a vacation as far as spiritual warfare, but I still feel the vibrations
Yeah.
and the energy it's hard for me to go to the grocery store because I pick up on
Yeah.
everybody. Oh my gosh.
And it's really getting heavier lately, don't you think?
Yeah.
With
Oh
all
yeah,
of
real
it,
heavy.
like you can feel the heaviness in people and just even in the air in general in some places, and different aspects of life. Um, it seems that we're really starting to notice that the war is real, right? That there's evil forces working against us in many different areas. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start carrying stuff with me because I think
Yeah.
it's
Well, I
getting to the
wear
point.
protection all the time.
No, well,
I know
I do
the
too.
shield.
I do.
wear
Okay, but let me
immunity,
tell you.
and my tattoos are
Yeah.
that's a King Solomon
Well,
protection
mine is
symbol.
too. Mine's
That's
all
a
Native
protection
American stuff.
symbol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm,
I have tattoos. I
got the
got them
Native
here
American.
too. Well, let me tell you the reason I say
No,
that. We have the spiritual
seals of
protection.
Solomon. Right.
Okay, but I'm talking listen to me for just a second. I gotta tell you this real important. I went to a gas
Yes,
station.
ma'am.
I went to a gas station and there was a long line and I was at the very back and I ran back there. I was back here in the back messing around, whatever. And one of the other workers come up here and opened up another line. Well, she waited on two or three other people, but the other line was still long. She said, "Oh, I can take somebody," while I had went back and got me like a an iced tea or whatever. And I heard her say that, so I just walked
Right.
on up there. And when I was up there paying for my stuff, this other guy come out of the line, and he was probably in his early 20s, and he started cussing me up one side and down the other. There was other men that had step in and say, "Dude," and they asked me, they said, "Do you know him?" I said, "Honey, I'm not even from here." And this guy would like come at me like he was going to attack me. And the other guys stepped up and said, "Don't you touch her." And this happened just a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this happened just a couple months ago. Like
That's scary stuff,
he was
man.
gonna, yeah, and it was at a gas station, and those attendants didn't say a damn thing to protect me or say I'm calling 911 or nothing. They stood right there. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about spiritual protection because I got that, but I'm talking physical. I'm not going to let a man jump on me. I'm going to fight back.
Right.
And I might be a woman.
Right.
I was raised with
Right.
three brothers. I was going to say four, but one passed. But anyway, I was raised with three brothers. I know how to take care of my own. But
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah. Me
don't
too.
know if
I was
people
raised
have
with
a
four brothers and
gun.
a dad. Yeah. But
Look, the laws now, you ain't even got to be licensed to carry a gun. I'm not going to let some 20-year-old punk ass person that's evil, and excuse me for all the ones out there
well,
that are not. But I'm saying I was at a gas station and this dude just started flipping out on me. And I didn't do nothing. I just went to go pay for my shit. But he was telling me, "Oh, how dare you get over there? Look at all of us standing here." And also I turned around and I mean, you could tell I was in shock. I went and I looked around
right,
for a minute
right, right. You should be.
and
You should
I
be.
was like,
That's not behavior.
no, but I mean, here I am. I got a tea and shit in my hand. What am I going to do if somebody comes up and jumps on me like that? You need a taser or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Well, I
27 years
mean,
old and I'm a 56-year-old woman.
actually, no,
Look,
I get what
all
you're
them other guys,
saying.
all them other guys were
And,
just staying. It's like
and
everybody went into shock.
hold on. Yeah, hold on. Um, I understand where you're coming from completely with this. And yeah, there's a lot of craziness
Yeah.
going on in the world, right? But
Hmm.
I just want to say that we're encouraging violence, even though I'm all for the
No.
Second Amendment. We are not
Oh, I
encouraging
am
violence.
too.
And hold on, let me finish, please. Hold on.
I didn't say nothing.
Chi is very real.
Hmm.
Chi is very real. Okay,
I
so
know it
if you
is.
understand how to use that energy force within you, then you can move people out of your space without a weapon because you essentially are your own protection. Okay. Um,
Hmm.
Now
And
I
I
want to
know
give a
that. I
perfect
think that's
example of that in where this can even happen when you're not aware of it. Okay. I have a family member, and I won't like call them out because this is a sensitive subject, but I have a family member who was being abused by a man, and she wanted to be defensive and protect herself, but had no physical weapons. And a broom actually flew out of the corner next to her and whacked this man in the face. The broom just flew out of the corner and hit him straight like at him. He called her a witch, the house scared, but he stopped beating on her. And she, as she's relaying the story to me, is saying God must have been there, or an angel must have been there, or a ghost must have been there and did this. But it was actually her. And I know that it was her because there are CIA studies from the 50s and the 60s that you can go look up online. They're free access to the public, where they realize that people like me and you can make things like that happen, and they'll blame it on poltergeist or ghost or God or something else because we limit ourselves to how
That's right.
powerful we really are.
Well,
So
that's what I was going to
praise
say.
God for that right there. Praise God.
You are correct. Yeah, praise God, because you know what? I have used that ability. But I think this guy just started flipping out in the line. He was in line. I mean, there was a lot of people, but them other
I
guys
understand.
got in
I
front.
understand.
I mean, it was like, what it did is it caught you off guard. And I stood there like,
Oh, sure.
and then I said, I looked at him and I looked around and I was like, are you talking to me? But I said it calmly. I said, well, here, get in front of me. And he was like, no. I mean, this guy, I know. I mean, he just had it all over him. But these guys come up, they were like, no, you ain't touching her, But no.
And that's good.
Like you're saying, I do use my chi. I've had pictures fly off the wall before and go at somebody's head that was like hollering at me.
The one that you did that. You did that.
Yeah, because somebody was hollering at me.
You did that. Yeah.
Yes. And well,
baby, that was you.
Oh yeah. Somebody was hollering at me, and all of a sudden a picture come off the wall from behind a door, flew all the way down the hallway and smacked as hard as it could. It was right next to them. And they looked at me and said, I said, yeah, don't get smart with me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because that was you. And we can do that. We can do that. And we need to figure that out, remember that again, and come back home to that. Because like when I put these videos out with all the imagery that says slaves no more, I freaking mean it, man. I freaking mean it.
Yeah,
we don't have to be a slave to anything or anybody if we own our shit. Own your shit.
That's right.
Own your bad shit. Own your good shit. Own your shit. And remove the limits.
I own mine. That's right. The sky's the limit and beyond. What is it? To infinity and back.
That's right. To infinity and beyond. Like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear.
Totally.
That's what I was thinking of.
Totally.
I know it. I know it. People just don't realize. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that do know, and they're learning. There's lots of people that's learning. I know. And I love it. I like what you're doing, all the videos, and I love doing shows with you because I do love having somebody to talk to and stuff, because what it is, I'm a loner.
Right.
And actually, we're both free spirits and we're social butterflies, but we're also loners.
Yeah.
When you stop and think about it.
But that's where it's at, right? Because that's what it's all about. First, you have to be rejected to then learn to be comfortable just being alone. And then you come back to your soul tribe. Right? Like, right?
Yeah. And I think that's why over all these years, Kelly, over all these years. That's why we've always circled back around. Because you stop and think, I have moved
Oh
to
yeah,
Florida, Texas, North Carolina. I have traveled and
I
been
know.
places and done things, and bam, well, hey, what you up to, girl? And we just pick up where we left off, you know? And
Every time. And I literally, you guys, for everybody that doesn't know, I have known Candy and she has known me since I was 16 and she was like 18. I mean, our paths have crossed
no, younger, it was young.
multiple
You were,
times in life.
mhm,
16,
it was younger.
when I
You were
went to live
younger than
with my
16.
sister, 16. I was 16 when I went to live with my sister that you were friends with to
Okay, and I was
begin with.
21. I was 21. I'm almost 6 years
Are
older
you
than
that
you.
much older than me? Why
Yes,
do
I'll
I
be
never
6.
remember that?
I don't know, but look, Kelly had a gathering and she had
I
all
was
kinds of her friends there.
younger.
Listen, and they all was talking to me like, "Oh, remember this in school and that in school?" And I'm like, "When did you graduate?" And they were like, 89. I'm like, "Honey, I got out in 84." And I didn't even go to the same school you went
Right.
to. And they're like, "Yeah, you did." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." "Well, I've known you forever." I said, "Well, yeah, we have known each other forever. You're right."
That's because we're soul family. All of us are soul
Yeah.
family. We have a nice little, we are blessed. That's what I was getting to, is that we had to be comfortable being alone first. And then we started finding our soul tribe because we are blessed. Everybody should know this, to have our nice little small group of soul family that we can physically see each other and physically hang out together and physically exchange energy. And
Yeah.
my whole purpose and goal of doing these shows is to put my beacon out there and call more of our kind in, our soul family in. And one day I will have a community or communities where we can all come and gather at some point or another. That is what's happening. I promise you, that is
Yeah,
what's happening.
we all have to come
We'll
together.
have physical locations to gather
Hmm.
and share in this energy. We will. That is the main plan. That is the contingency plan. That is the goal, no matter what. This will happen
Yeah. Yeah, it
because we
will.
need
It
each
will.
other. We need
Yeah.
each other.
Mhm. Well, I just want to say this too. I know a lot of people can't move and times are hard, but if you can get away from the
Yeah.
coastlines, even overseas, if you move
The
kind of
cities and the big
go to the
cities.
high, yeah, 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 yeah. I would love to have like some land where we could do tiny
Heavily
homes.
that, and that is my goal, Candy, to
Hmm.
start purchasing properties that are like communities and safe places, and because you know as well as I do that things are changing whether we like it or
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
and
that. Hmm.
and some of it's be drastic changes. So we have to have those things in place so that everyone has that contingency plan, a place to go that's going to be safe with like-minded people that can be trusted, that
Hmm.
can help each other.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely. And
yeah.
yeah,
We
you're
got some
correct.
heavy shit coming. Did you just feel the
Oh,
energy shift happen?
yeah. I was also shown in my spirit
Yeah.
that you know how like the COVID broke out and stuff. Excuse me if I ain't allowed to say that, the CV
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it. Uh,
Corona.
well,
Corona.
okay, yeah. When okay, that was the small wave. There's going to be a big one, and I do believe that. And it'll be worldwide. It won't just be for the United States, but it'll be
Okay.
world.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so
I wish we could all
I
just
know
come
that you
together.
feel like yeah,
What?
I I feel like we are coming together. And I know that you personally um have had some visions and done some research that suggests that something bigger than corona is coming that's of that type of territory, right? Because we got to be careful what we
Well,
say. And
mhm.
I respect that completely. I do respect that completely. But at the same time, I want to always offer that opposite viewpoint where if enough of us focus on something else happening, we can outweigh that and tip the balance.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
You
can.
feel me?
But I got to put it out
Me?
there so people are aware to come together to do that.
Absolutely. 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 Yes.
Yeah, you see,
Absolutely.
you have to let go of fear and doubt. You cannot have fear and doubt, even though, okay, there's
Right.
going to be things come upon this earth that men's hearts will fail them. Okay, but you cannot fear them because they do not have dominion over you. You have the power over
Correct.
them. That's not saying that they
Correct.
can't hurt you spiritually, but I'm just saying that everybody's got to come together. We got to send good vibes and energy and meditate and focus and on love and light too. A lot of love and light. Like sometimes I go
Yes.
outside, I just start singing to the
What?
sky, like just
I know.
praising for the things that
I
we
love
have.
that.
Thank you for the food. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the sunshine and the light. Yeah, I think about all
I
that
know. I
kind of
love that
stuff.
about you.
What, that I go out and sing to
That
the
just
sky and
tells
stuff?
me.
I sing
Yes,
to the
that you just
trees
go out
and the
and
plants.
sing to the trees. I know. I love that about you. I love
I
that.
tell them I love them. I tell them I love them and everything. I love you. I know you have a beautiful soul. You're so beautiful. I tell them, I sing
I
things like that.
know.
Well, my mom and dad always instilled that. We used to have like 3 gardens and stuff when I
Yes.
grew up because, we had a lot of kids. And back then, well, I still have gardens, not where I'm at now. That's kind of hard having one here. Somebody done stowed all my shit. They took everything but the squash. So somebody don't like squash. They left the squash the hell.
Well,
That's
be
okay.
thankful you got to keep the squash, right?
Hey, I like
They must
squash.
have needed it.
Yeah, that's what I said. They
Yeah.
needed it more than I did. That's okay
Right.
because next year I'm probably gonna start a lot of stuff. Come up September and October, I'm gonna have me like a little indoor greenhouse. I'm gonna start plants inside,
That'd be
like
nice.
like cherry
That'd be
tomatoes.
nice.
And you can do them in a 5 gallon bucket, and you can do these like little
Oh,
hose. It's almost like a hanging basket, but you can grow potatoes in a 5 gallon bucket and stuff. You really want something a little bit taller than 5 gallon
yeah.
bucket, but you can start it that way. But I like to have
Yeah.
everything in salsa because I love salsa and chips. That's my
Oh, me
downfall,
too. I
salsa and
just
chips.
set down my plate over there. I've been
Well,
eating
I'm out of
salsa and
salsa and
chips while we
chips.
were talking.
Oh, I'm going to the grocery tomorrow. I'm buying some damn salsa and chips because I don't have any. And somebody done stowed all my products to make the stuff. I like to make it homemade
Right.
and grow my garlic. And every year I cannot put my garlic outside. I have to just go buy it because something takes my garlic.
Huh.
Yeah, I
Isn't that
wonder what
funny?
that is.
You keep
No,
talking and I'll be right back.
well, my other place over there that I was living, they wouldn't touch none of my stuff in the garden other than the garlic. They wouldn't take my peppers or anything, just the garlic. Every year my garlic
That's funny.
must. No, I know. They just took the garlic. And I'd always have a little side garden for the animals, the creatures of the woods and stuff. I always put something out for them.
I know. When I used to grow a big garden, I would always plant Indian corn for the deer.
Yeah. I like to grow Indian corn. Hey, do
I
they
do too.
still
It's
have
so
the
pretty.
do they still grow popcorn and stuff for Ramsey popcorn?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tons of it.
Yeah, the big fields and stuff. I just ain't been
Yeah.
out that section for a while during the daylight hours.
Yeah. I guess for our viewers that don't know, we have a big popcorn festival here in Indiana
Oh
because we're
yeah.
one of the main
Mhm.
popcorn makers in the world.
Yeah, they got Cousin Willie's popcorn right down the road from you. Because I know all the grandkids took that over. Um,
There's two
they have a lot.
big popcorn fits.
They do up in Indianapolis too. I don't know about a popcorn festival up there, but they have a big ass fair.
I don't either. What else do we have around here? We have a sorghum. How do you say that? Sorghum?
Strawberry festival,
Sorghum?
a sorghum festival.
No,
Then we have a strawberry festival.
sorghum. That's how you say it. Sorghum.
Sorghum.
And
You have to go sorg.
strawberry
I
festival.
think
Yeah, I
there's an
don't
H
eat
in
that
there
stuff, so I don't
silent.
know what it is really. Is it
You
something
can
to
make
do with syrup
taffy.
or
Yeah, it's syrup.
molasses?
No, it's syrup. It's really good. You can put it on pancakes. You can cook with it. You can make taffy out of it. Just like it's like Cairo syrup. You can make candy with it and stuff too.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never
there's
used
all
that. So I don't really know what it is.
it's sorghum.
Oh,
You
I
can
need
go
to
in the
get my
woods
bowl and
and
try.
you can tap a tree
Oh,
and drip it into buckets. What?
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that. I
Oh,
used to tap maple trees all the time.
well, I know how to grow a garden. I know how to can. I know how to help with drywall and electrical work. I know how to help build a house. I can't do all that work no more, but I know how to supervise it to get done. I know what needs to be done for it to get done. And um,
Right.
also medical. So, I mean, I'm a multitasker.
Jack of all
Those,
trades.
those Kelly, don't let her fool you.
Yeah,
You're a
I'm
home.
not just a
You're a,
pretty blonde face.
no, you're not. She's the blonde. She's the blonde. I'm the brunette. Well, my hair's really dark. It's getting some gray in it now. I was thinking about I was thinking about
Observation.
coloring it, coloring the gray. I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. But it's really not that bad. You can't see that much of it.
No,
Pardon me.
I can't really tell.
Ever since that light went out, I've got
I
another
was
light
gonna
in here,
say.
but that's why I'm trying not to move anything. Trying to be still, but I'm trying to get that light where I don't have that glare on my face. Are we still on?
Right.
Are we
Yeah.
still on? Okay. I want to make sure I didn't want to just go off on a tangent talking about trolls and shit. you know, and I want to watch what I say because I know
Okay.
this goes to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It seems to me like some of the videos I've been watching, YouTube's lightened up a little bit on some of the stuff you can talk about,
Some
and
things they
I'm
have,
really
yeah.
happy. Yeah, some things they have, and I'm kind of glad about
Hmm.
that because I do watch their
Yeah.
videos. I do all that, but now don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I try to watch every day. Now, if I'm in my room,
Yeah.
my TV is on YouTube. So when I'm watching on my TV, I don't do comments or nothing. I have to get my phone because there's been times I've watched videos and I'm like, oh man, I gotta make a comment on that. And I'll go to make a comment, I'll get my phone and I'll be damned if it don't freeze up on me. I'm like, well, I guess I wasn't supposed to talk about it or make a comment, you know?
Right.
Because once I don't make a comment, it
Right.
starts working. And
Hmm.
I think sometimes with things being the way they are, when me and you're going to do a video, like Kelly and I had planned to get on here at 10 o'clock. I said, well, let's make it more 10:30 because I was about an hour away. And so anyway, I get back and I want y'all to know everything I had froze up where I couldn't get on nothing. Nothing would shut off for me to reboot it, to reset it. It was froze. And I just said, okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of meditated. And I was like, Kelly, you know, hear me
Yeah.
roar. I said, okay, we're not going to do anything tonight. And everything unfroze.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like the struggle is real, right? Because
Yeah.
it seems like almost every single show that I try to do with anyone, there's always some kind of technical issue that happens. And so we have
Mm-hmm.
to do a lot of like sage and Palo Santo, you know, put
Yeah.
some shields
Mm-hmm.
up and transmute
Yeah.
some energy and be more positive and optimistic about it or whatever and make that stuff happen. But like I was telling you earlier, even yesterday, I did a show with Angie the Sound Healer, which is a great show, and all the technical stuff worked perfect all the way through it. And literally seconds after I hit stop on record, every bit of power in my house went out, my internet went out, everything all at once just went out, just totally dropped me out of the Zoom room, shut my computer down, everything, right? And then like
Mm-hmm.
literally within a second or half a second, everything was back online and rebooting and stuff. And I'm like sending her a message, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be right there. And all the clocks went back to normal in the whole house, except in my bedroom. And I didn't notice it till like 4 hours later. And I walked in my bedroom and my clock, I have two clocks. One is just a plug up kind of a clock, and the other one's a digital alarm clock. And
Mm-hmm.
both of them were on 4:25 p.m. until I looked at them. I went and got my phone, brought my phone back, took a picture of them because 4:25 is exactly the time that my power and my internet dropped. And it was as if that clock was staying stuck on that time until I noticed it
Mm-hmm.
because literally while I was taking the picture, the clocks changed to 4:26 and started working again. It was the most bizarre thing. I don't even know what to think about it. Bizarre.
Well,
Absolutely
I'll tell
bizarre.
you, that happened to me a couple days ago. Not tonight with it freezing up, but I'm talking about how that light just went out. And then I had to come in this room where this light is. And when I was in my other room, I was like, it happened that night. And when I looked at the clock, because I got one right there beside me, you know, kind of on my little stand, and it said 3:33. And if I wouldn't have had batteries in that clock, because it's kind of you can plug in, but it also runs on batteries.
Yeah.
Uh huh. There's somebody behind you. Who is that?
It's Milo.
Uh,
Calm down. It's Milo.
you know why? You
So
know why I said
skittish.
that? No, I'm not skittish.
You're
I just see
skittish.
shit. I'm glad it's Milo. I was going to ask that because they had on white. But no, remember that one night we were talking and I said, girl, I'm not trying to scare you.
Yeah.
Is that Milo back there? He's just walking around. He's in the hallway.
He just went to my room. He just went to my room. It's fine.
Okay, that's what it is. He's sleepwalking. Is he sleepwalking?
No, he woke up and asked to go to get in my
Oh,
bed.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, uh, he's so lovable. He just loves to cuddle. He's my little cuddle bud.
Yeah.
Because when I stay all night, I wake up. He's snug as a bug in a rug right next to you.
I
Him
know.
and, him and
Give him
Stanley the
some Aunt
dog.
Kitty.
I had Milo.
Right.
I had Milo on my arm and the dog between the bottom of my feet. So when I woke up, I was like, "Thank God I did not try to roll over." I mean, I was like, how am I gonna move? I need to move." I picked one leg up at a time, and over I went. And I was like, "Shh,
Yeah.
man." I kind of just, I must have been sleeping comfortable because I didn't move. But when I woke up, I was like, I can't move. But I remember when my kids were little, I would have Brad on one side and Whitney on the other, and I'd have to rub one's leg, the other one's arm like a feather. We would do like a
Yeah.
feather, real soft. And when they go to
Yeah.
sleep, I would have to shimmy myself to the end of the bed. You know how that is. You shimmy yourself to the
Oh,
end of
yeah.
the bed and get up to go to the bathroom or something. I'd be like, oh my God. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't dare pick them up
Oh,
and
yeah.
take them to their own room. I was just like, no, they can stay
No.
right there. I'm going in here. Hmm.
Yep.
Kids are precious. I love them.
Yeah.
Bella,
Usually by
Bella,
morning,
Milo.
they're
Oh yeah, yeah. They're good kids though. They really are.
yeah. Yeah, they are. But usually
Yeah,
by morning,
Bella.
they're both in my bed. And of course, Stanley's always in my bed because he stays right here beside me. He's my faithful companion. He
Oh yeah,
stays
I
right
love Stanley.
next to me until I
And
go
if
to
y'all don't
bed.
know,
Yeah.
y'all don't know who Stanley is. It's the dog. Stanley's like a human dog. I love that
Mhm.
dog. But yeah,
He is like
and
a
Bella and Milo,
person.
they're such good kids. And I'll tell you this, I love it because they do. They love
Yeah.
me. They make me things. That means a lot to my heart, because children are so pure and so innocent, but they're
Yeah.
also so aware. These children are well. I know quite a bit of children, even in my family. They are aware and awake to things, and I love it because
Yeah.
you know they're so young, but yet they want to try to carry on that adult conversation with you. And it's not about you know how do I want to say, like, it's like they just pick up on things, like what was it? They were showing me their artwork. Remember when they did the feathers? They drew leaves and feathers.
Mhm.
But then they were like, did you
Yeah.
know if you do this, this, and this, it can make this? Like when we talk about art, and just they're just precious souls. Kids are
Yeah.
so smart and intelligent, you know,
Yeah, they
and
are.
they just need to be loved. People need to really watch out for the children, the good
Yeah.
people, the ones
And
like us and more
listen
abroad.
to them.
Huh?
Yeah. Listen to them and really
Mm-hmm.
listen to them, because like they say, out of the mouths of kids, children have some really profound wisdom, and we need to listen to them when they're trying to tell us about things that are going on in their
Express
life. We really need to be present and pay attention to that, you know, and let them know that they're important. Let them know that what they say and what they feel matters. Give them
Yeah,
that
my mom and
respect
dad,
that they deserve.
my parents did. My parents did. My parents
Yeah.
always took us camping, fishing, boating. My dad, he was all about his kids. I was a daddy's girl. I still am. I
Yeah,
love my mommy, but I
I
still
was
love my
too.
dad. I was a daddy's girl. Yeah, it's hard. That's one thing I can say. It is
Yeah,
hard when you lose your daddy. Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
I feel sad because there's a lot of people out there that don't have that, like we did with ours. My dad was,
Right.
he was amazing. He was a good man. That's why he had 8 kids. He said, by God, if your mom could have had some more kids, I was keeping her barefoot and pregnant. That's what he would say. He had a sense of humor like that. He used to crack me up.
Yeah.
And I'd say, are you
You
sure
know,
I'm in the right family? There's so many daggone kids running around. You sure I'm in the right family? Wasn't I supposed to be an only
right.
child? No. And they're like, I don't know why you say that. And I'd be like, I'm just joking. I'm sorry, y'all. I got real long
Yeah.
hair and my earbud fell out trying to move my hair out of the way. I don't want to catch it on fire. My hair's
Yeah,
really
don't do
growing out
that.
now. I know. I'm not getting it cut no more. It's getting back long again. I had 14 inches cut off my hair and I
Yeah,
went into shock. I can't do that no more.
yeah,
I went in shock. It took me, no, I'm not getting it cut ever again. No. And one of
yeah.
the ladies that lived down the road, her hair's down to uh, her ankles. And I told her the reason I got so much cut off is because it was getting real dried out. Like, let me see, about that much of it was real dry. But I went ahead and had like
Yeah.
that, that much. Oh, I didn't realize it, because I got curly hair. So, and it wasn't straightened when I got it cut. So it actually took 14 inches instead of like 10 or 12, you know, and
Right.
I just wasn't thinking. But they told me to take oil, the vitamin E oil, which I have a big bottle of that, and start putting that on the ends of my hair, because your hair grows from the
Yeah.
root down. But when this starts getting
Mm-hmm.
dried out, put a little oil. You can even use extra virgin olive oil. I mean, I've used
Or
mayonnaise and
coconut
egg
oil.
before. Yeah. Oh, that's
I
real
use
good.
coconut oil.
You know
Yeah.
what? I might go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow and get me a bottle of that, a couple of bottles, because you can cook with it and everything. Cook with it, use it on your
Yeah. Yeah.
skin. And what you do is you buy
Yeah.
the
Mine is like
raw. It's the
and
raw. What?
yeah. Mine's Crisco brand raw virgin coconut oil, and it looks just
Yeah.
like a bottle of shortening, that
Yeah.
grandma would cook with shortening
Yeah.
grease. And you just get a
Yeah.
little
And you
bit
can
out
make
and between your
lotion.
hands and it liquefies it. And then you put it in your hair, put it on your skin. It's great. I love it.
I like
Freaking
I like to
great.
put that on my skin and tan. Oh, I found those 2 bottles of that
Yeah.
dark tan stuff I got. So when I'm gonna come over and lay in your tanning bed. And for all you people go, God, she
Okay.
just tells Kelly she's coming over to lay in tanning, but she just tells Kelly, me and Kelly are sisters. not
It's
not
all good.
biological. Yeah, we're sisters. I love her.
No.
She's my family.
Yeah. My house is her house when she's here. She's welcome to use anything I have. I've got a tanning bed. I've got a swimming pool, whatever, pool table, whatever she wants to be using and doing, she can be using and doing because that's the way it is here. But we're gonna wrap
Yeah.
this up and tell everybody good night and
Yes,
thank you for
good
tuning
night.
in. Um,
Yep.
we kind of got off topic and
Well,
just started talking and chatting, and I guess that's all good. And if they wanted to listen, they can. And if not, they clicked off probably an hour ago, and that's okay too.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I like doing the shows, like I said, and
Yeah.
we both have a life going on, and we both get real busy with different things. Uh, So this gives us a chance to catch up and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you all get to be privy to us catching up. All right. Night, y'all.
Peace out.